Hello everyone and welcome back to our European Journeyman series with Monaco. Now we are getting into the end of the league season today, so we will play out the last 5 league matches and the Coupe de France semi-final against Marseille. And then if we make it into the final, we will be doing that as a separate episode. Now as things stand, when we take a look at the league table, we are 1 point clear of PSG with a game in hand. So if we win this match today, we will move back 4 points clear. And we're playing PSG in the very last match of the league season. That could basically become a final for the title. But if we win the 4 league games before that, we will win the title before we have to face PSG. And it will be a trophy celebration for sure in Paris at the end of the season. So there's quite a lot resting on this game against Saint-Etienne, who actually were the team that beat Paris last week to make sure that they fell 4 points behind. We've got a pretty strong team going out there to face them today. We've got Leo Baptistao leading the line with Lemar and Bernardo Silva both starting on the wings. Castellano, Moutinho and Bakayoko are the midfield 3, with Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho the back 4, Nezovic in goal. Castellano, ball comes to Bernardo Silva and he has fired that one into the bottom corner. A very good finish from one of our star players. Lemar finds Moutinho. Ball switched perfectly to Zeka and Baptistao is in there for 2-0. It's his 15th of the season. Abubakar running at our defence. Tackle has been won. Now it's Zeka. Tries to pitch it forward. Baptistao has got a foot in. Now it's Lemar. Should be able to hang on to the ball. He skips one tackle, puts it across. It's fallen for Castellano, who makes it 3-0 right before half-time. And that should be the points all sewn up. Laresta Kimpembe, ball in, and Araceta has managed to get one back for Saint-Etienne. 25 minutes left for us to hang on. Well, there is a full-time whistle. It's another excellent victory against Saint-Etienne, which means that the title race gets pushed open 4 more points there with 4 games left to play. If we win our next 3 league matches, we are guaranteed the title. Well, there aren't going to be any changes to the team for this Coupe de France semi-final against Marseille. It's going to be a tough match. We're away at the Stade Velodrome, so we need to be at our best against our rivals. With the team being the same as it was last time, I'm expecting us to still get through to the final where we would face PSG. Again, a chance for revenge in a cup final if we can do that. So I'm hopeful the team will do well. We've got plenty of options on the bench if we need them. But with Lemar and Bernardo Silva backing up Baptista, I'm expecting a few goals. Keita inside to Cardona. Sent back to the defender Rekik. He sends it out wide to Lozano. Ball in behind for Saida Berahino. Cardona follows up, but Nezovic in the right place. Bakayoko onto Castellano. He sends it down the line, and Lamar's brought it under control. He beats the defender. He puts it inside, and Baptistao arriving has powered the header in to give us a lead. Berahino to Suso, just outside the edge of our area. It's pulled back, and it's in the back of the net from Lozano. Excellent cutback ball there from Suso, and Lozano arriving was always likely to finish it. Corner from Moutinho. Cleared out by David Luiz, but Bernardo Silva has cracked that one on the volley from outside the area to give us a 2-1 lead. What a special goal in this semi-final. Cardona with the free kick, and it's gone in. I think there was a deflection off the wall, and it's right before half-time. Lamar's lost possession there, and now there's a counter-attack on for Marseille. Lozano to Suso. He finds Keita. Ball out to Suso again. Through to Cardona. Now Berahino lays off Lozano, and Nezovic has allowed the ball in the back of the net. It's 3-2. Well, with 5 minutes to go, we're still struggling to break down this Monaco side. We've had more shots than shots on target, but we haven't been able to get the ball in the back of the net. With a couple of minutes left, it's not looking particularly likely. Now into added time. We just can't get the ball. Harrison fouling somebody here. But I get the feeling we're just not going to do this. There's 10 seconds left and we don't even have the ball. We have completely thrown away a chance of facing PSG in the final. We've gone out of both cup competitions in reasonably disappointing circumstances. We should not have lost to Marseille there, and it means that we are now completely dependent on the league to get some silverware in our first season. I mean, the league was always the priority. That was what we really wanted to win. The cup competitions were an added bonus, and we won plenty of those when we were in Portugal. So now with 4 games left this season, we have to try and win this league title. PSG have again won their game in hand, so we really need to bounce back from that cup exit by winning this match against Nice. We're going to be playing with Baptiste, Lemar and Bernardo Silva still up front, alongside Castellano, Moutinho and Bakayoko in the middle, Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho, the back four, Nezovic in goal. Viviani with the free kick onto Rongier. Ball through to Bartolotta, into the middle, and Bassetti has managed to put that one in, and we are behind at home against Nice. Well, Nice have had 1 shot in the entire game. They're currently leading 1-0. We've had 10 and failed to score up to now. Just 2 shots on target. It's absolutely appalling. Here's Cyprian forward to Bassetti. Nice looking to get a second shot away, which will probably lead to a second goal. Instead, Zeka wins the ball. Now Lemar into Castellano. Nikitovic spreads the play to Malcolm. Fabinho back across to Nikitovic. Now Castellano out wide to Zeka. Players in the middle to Aymar. And Malcolm's arrived and managed to power the header in to pull us back level. That isn't enough. We have to win this game. Well, there is the full-time whistle. We've thrown away 2 points today, and a draw is almost as bad as a defeat. That is really not good enough. It means that we're only 2 points clear now with 3 games left to play. And if PSG win that final game of the season, they will still go above us. They've been closing down on our goal difference for a long time. At one point, we were 30 goals ahead. It's now just 8 goals, so that advantage could disappear as well. Well, for the first time in quite a long time, we are now second in the league. That hasn't happened since way back. I mean, we've always been in the top couple of positions, but that is the first time it has happened for months, and it is the worst time in the season for it to happen. But if we win this game, we will go back 2 points clear at the top. That is pretty much the only thing that's good enough. I mean, 1 point would take us back to the top on goal difference, but we really are falling apart a bit if we're not able to beat Tours, who are so far down the league table. They're fighting relegation, and we've got the players that we should be winning this. It is a bit of a different team going out there. Malcolm's coming on the left flank, so Lemar drops into midfield, and Durham's in at defensive midfield as well, so DB in at right back, which means we're without Fabinho today. There's quite a few players getting suspensions. Quite a few players could get suspensions as well, including our entire back line. So we do need to try and make sure we get a few goals, and we can possibly substitute some of those players off. But all that really matters is getting 3 more points. Luis Baptiste out wide to Malcolm. He's got a man by the far post. Instead, it's Castellano who fires it in at the near post, and we've got an early lead. Lemar's free kick outside the box, and he's found the top corner like he has so often this season to make it 2-0. Zeka sends the ball into Malcolm. Back with Zeka, and his cross is cut out by Mauch. He plays it forward to Morin. Got a man to his left if he can pick him out. He's got 3-4 Monaco players in there, but Cortet has arrived and put that ball in at the near post, and we've been pegged back out of absolutely nothing. Lemar sends the ball out wide to Bernardo. Inside to Boris. Ball spread to Lemar again, who finds the bottom corner for 3-1. That should be the points all wrapped up. Zeka. Ball taken away, but it's with Pereira. Zeka again to Nikitovic. Down the line. Just lost there by Laurent. Nikitovic to Lemar. Onto Sidibe. He puts the ball in, and Boris is in there to make it 4. Raymond. Ball over to Laurent on the right. Manouche to Raymond again. Cut out by Thomas Lemar, who's on a hat-trick as he charges forward. He passes it to Bernardo Silva. He's had a quiet game. Lemar through to Boris. Now Malcolm. He's tackled, but Nikitovic cuts out the ball. Lemar with an excellent pass to Zeka. Sent in towards Boris. Castellano, Lamar. Again, Zeka puts it in, and this time there's a foul in there from Florian Miguel. We've got a chance from the penalty spot. I imagine it'll be Thomas Lamar going for a hat-trick. Lamar for a hat-trick from centre midfield, but it's saved by the keeper. He is denied. Well, we've managed to find our shooting boots today, and we've won 4-1, putting ourselves back at the top of the league table. A good result in the end, and it means 2 games to go, 2 points clear. Well, it's the penultimate game of the season, and we're playing at the same time as PSG this time out, so we'll be able to see if they're falling apart, whether we can win the title today, because in theory if we win this game and PSG either draw or lose, we will win the title. But that is the only way that we win the title today. Otherwise, we'll be going to Paris seeking to win the title on the final day, which is going to be incredibly difficult to do. So we need to make sure we do get the 3 points here. We're going to be playing with Baptista, Lamar and Silva in the front 3. Castellano, Moutinho and Bakayoko are in midfield, with Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho along the back line. Nezovic in goal is pretty much our strongest 11. Taking a look at it, I don't think there's an awful lot you would change out of choice, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to go and get a very comprehensive win against Bordeaux in our final league match of the season. Well, as the title could be decided today, I have put up the live scores and league tables so that we can see what happens, and as things develop I will let you know when changes happen in the PSG score. Castellano on the ball, finds Lamar, now Leo Baptista to Bernardo, it's saved, Lamar following up, but he's been forced out wide and so close there to taking the lead. Vader's free kick into the middle, and there's a header there from Penaranda. He's put the ball in the back of the net, and as it stands, we are going to lose this game. PSG still 0-0 at the moment, but if they score, things change very quickly. Vader to Danilo. Through to Vader, now Penaranda. Danilo. Still moving forward, slips it through to Mateus, who pulls it across, and Penaranda's made it 2-0. We are throwing the title away right now. Well, we're 2-0 down, and PSG have just taken the lead, which means that as things stand, we are 1 point off the lead. And after all the good work we've done this season, we could be about to throw it all away. This would leave us having to win in Paris to take the title. Lamar's free kick into the middle, comes back to him, he goes for goal and it's saved easily. PSG are 3-0 up, we're 2-0 down, and we have absolutely choked today. I do not know what has happened. We're at home. Why have we lost 2-0? Bordeaux, with just 4 shots in the entire game, have scored twice. We've had something like 15 and failed to score. It's another of those games. There's been so many of them this season, and now going into the final game of the season, we are going to be 1 point off the title, taking on the league leaders. This is just unacceptable. I cannot believe this has happened. Well, it all comes down to this. This is the game away against PSG that I wanted to avoid having the title rest on, given how far ahead we were for so long. If we have a look at the competitions, we led this the entire way. At one point we were 7 points clear. We could have gone 9 points clear at one point. And now we're a point behind and in a position where we have to beat PSG to take the title. A draw isn't enough, and defeat will see PSG finish 4 points ahead of us, which is just unacceptable. Given where we were at for so long in this season, we deserve to win this title. The only reason they're above us is because of that opening day defeat to them where we lost 4-3 in my first game in charge, where we'd only been at the club for about 3 days at that point, which I think was so brutal that we had to go into a home match with PSG 3 days in. And it could ultimately decide the title, because those 3 points, if they'd gone the other way, we'd already have the title secure. If that match had gone the other way round, we would already have the title. So that is how brutal this season has been up to this point. I've had a feeling that the title might slip away coming up to now, and we're about to find out one way or another how it's going to go. For this match, we are going to continue with the formation we've been using for a while now. We're going to have Baptista leading the line with Mbappe and Bernardo Silva on the wings. Lamar drops into midfield, where last time he played, he did get 2 goals and could have had a hat-trick had he not missed the penalty. He's going to be joined by Castellano and Bakayoko, with Zeka, Yemerson, Vallejo and Fabinho the back 4. Nezovic in goal. Well, there's no need for the league table in this one. We either win or we don't. That is all that decides the title. PSG just have to stay unbeaten at home in this game and they will go through. If they keep a clean sheet, they will win the title. So it all comes down to that. 10 minutes in, we are struggling a bit as Koric puts the ball into Horta. Koric again, ball deflects away. Kazawa to Ozil to Verratti. Now Icardi, good tackle, hits the crossbar. We get away with it very early on. Still so much of this game to go and we're not really getting at them very much. We've had this problem in the cup final as well. This is essentially another cup final. I think every competition we go for in France, we will always face PSG at some point, and that will be what decides the title. I'm just waiting for a chance. Bernardo puts the ball in, it comes back out, Verratti heads it away, and now it's Koric on the ball. I thought this could be our highlight, but it looks like it might be PSG's. Koric drifts past one man, finds Berardi on the right, he's going to cut back, and there's Ante Koric, and we've fallen behind after half an hour. We've still only had one shot, and it wasn't even on target. This is so heartbreaking if we lose it here. Lamar puts the ball in, and it's gone in. Vallejo with the header, gets there ahead of the keeper. Jesus Vallejo, a former Benfica player, winning the header to pull us back level. Just 10 minutes of this half to go, 5 minutes now. And there's another highlight. Verratti's got the ball. Now Marquinhos to Horta. Varane sends it wide to Berardi, and he's put it through. Icardi's got him behind. He's in on goal, and he's hit the crossbar. The second time they've hit the crossbar in the first half. And we're just waiting for half time, really, because then I can give the team a bit of a rollicking and we can try and go again. There is the half-time whistle. It's 1-1, and as it stands, PSG are going to win the title. We have to get another goal. We have to get the lead, and we're just not looking like doing it at the moment. We've only had one shot on target, and that was Vallejo's header. As PSG come at us straight from kickoff, Icardi's got the ball. Yemerson with a good tackle. Gets it up the field to Baptista. Now Bernardo Silva skips one tackle, finds Baptista again. He looks for Mbappe, but who can't bring it under control. Our strikers are really not performing in a game where they have to perform. These average ratings are terrible. Here's Kazawa to Marquinhos. Back to Rulli, the goalkeeper. Koric wins the header. Horta plays it over. Vallejo's got the ball. Bakayoko to Yemerson. He plays it forward to Bakayoko again. Now Castellano. Sends it out wide and Zeka's picked up the ball. He plays it back to Castellano. Bakayoko to Vallejo. Forward to Bernardo Silva, who's tackled by Kazawa. Icardi to Koric. Icardi again finds the Cazo. Now Horta into Berardi, and he's hit the post. We are really living on the edge now. That's 3 times they've hit the woodwork in the first hour. And we are really struggling. We have to change the strikers. Baptista's coming off. Boris is going to be the man trusted to try and get us a title. I'm not going to go attacking just yet. I know we need to soon. But I think at the moment we need to trust that our team can do something. Now we go attacking. Now we have to do something. I'm also going to shift Mbappe off so Lamar can get further up the field. We'll bring Nikitovic into play and see what happens then. Just 15 minutes or so left of this game. We really need to get the goal. Going to wait to go overload about now. And we're going to change something up if we can. Castellano is going to come off for Bon Giovanni. Last throw of the dice. We're on overload for the last 10 minutes. We have to try and score in these last few minutes. Here's a highlight. Bon Giovanni to Nikitovic. Now Boris on the ball. Giving away. Nikitovic with it. Finds Bernardo. Boris in on goal. It's saved by Rulli. Boris had the title at his feet there. He just had to put it in. It's Lamar's corner. Sent in. Headed away. Bernardo with it. Fouled by Kazawa. We do get the free kick. It's going to be Thomas Lamar with it. He's scored some bangers this season. We need one now. Lamar goes for goal, but it's over the bar. Just about 5 minutes or so left of this game. We have to try and score. It's Kazawa into Lo Celso. Now Berardi's shot blocked down. Iheanacho, Varane, Iheanacho again. Cross blocked out again. Varane blocked out again. Lamar on the ball. Switches flank to Bernardo. He's managed to win the ball from Kazawa. Looks for Boris. Back to Bernardo Silva. In on goal. He's hit the post. We've hit the post now as well. Twice now we could have got the goal that would have won the title. Silva puts the ball in. It's cleared out. Zeka goes after it. On to Bernardo Silva. And it's gone for another corner. In these last 5 minutes, we're throwing everything at them that we possibly can. Lamar puts the ball in towards Zeka. Cleared out. Bernardo Silva goes after it. Finds Zeka again. Now Nikitovic. Silva tackled right on the edge of the area. Fabinho lumps it forward. But I think it's going to be too late. We've got just 2 minutes and time is running out. 30 seconds left. I don't think we're going to do it. The game doesn't normally let you score at this point. But Lamar's in. He heads it straight into Ruli's hands. And that's going to be it. We've thrown away the title. We've absolutely choked today. Koric running through. Tackled by Fabinho. Oh, there have been so many points this season we could have won this title. We've completely thrown it away every single time. Including today. We could have won today. But there it goes. PSG have won the title. I think that is the most demotivating season I have ever had in Football Manager. I can't think of any time I felt as disappointed as I do now. We end our first season in France. Such an incredible season as well. We end our first season in France without a single piece of silverware. And PSG have won the league for the 8th time now? Oh, that is heartbreaking. I don't even know if I want revenge. I feel so beaten. They've knocked us out of the Coupe de la Ligue. We failed to make the final of the Coupe de France where we could have had another chance at revenge. And it all goes back to that first game just 3 days in. But our form towards the end was awful. There's no other way of saying it. If we just take a look at the last little bit. These 3 defeats in a row, especially the games against Lyon, Marseille. And then losing to Marseille and Bordeaux really hurt at the end. Had we beaten Bordeaux, we'd have won the title. The draw would have been enough against PSG. We would have won the title. That was where we really choked. That was a Liverpool level of choking when the title's in your hands and you choke like that. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm not really sure what to do now. I know that I should really have a second season at Monaco. It would only be fair, and I think we could probably do it. I mean, we finished on 90 points. It's an incredible points total to not win the title on. But I just want to have a quick look at the job centre, because I think as much as I'm enjoying managing Monaco as a team, I think the French league, it just isn't that appealing to me. It's so weighted in one side, just like the German league is. PSG and Bayern just run away with it every time, and it takes something incredibly special to destabilise them. I thought we were going to do it this time with Monaco. We do have £100 million in the bank. Bringing in a couple of midfield players, maybe a striker, would put us in a position where I would expect us to win the league. But I think it would still only be for one more season if we do it. And I think if a job comes up that I find attractive, that could be a 5-year project, and I'm looking here at the Roma job. If that job comes up, and Roma would be a fantastic club to take on in the Italian league, it would probably be my first choice in the Italian league. If that job comes up, I think I will go for it, because I do feel completely beaten right now by the French league, by PSG. And I'm not sure. I'll sleep on it before I decide what to do, but I just think it's such a bitter blow that to not win the league. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll see if we've moved to a new club. We'll review this season and our time at Monaco. We'll also take a look at how Benfica are getting on, how Valencia are getting on, and we'll get through pre-season as well, I think. We might just do the review next episode. It depends on how long it takes. But that is it for this season. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed our efforts, even if they didn't all come off in the end. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see what we end up doing next. But until next time, see ya.